This is DayZ, and there are 1,000 ways to play this game. But it is an open world, where you hear shots in the distance, where anything can happen at any second. You hear the wind in the trees. If you ask any DayZ player, if you show them the sound of the winds in the trees, they will know it's the DayZ wind. Because when you play this game, your senses are up, and you listen. You listen a lot. And that makes you know all the sounds in the game. Because your senses are so high all the time. Every DayZ player knows about the sounds in the game because of that. New players ask, what's the goal? What's the goal in DayZ? Are there any missions? What do you do? Yeah, there is goals. And you decide what your goal is. You see the stats down in the right corner. You could say your mission is to survive, and the stats show you how you're doing. The stats show if you need to drink, if you need to eat, if you're cold, your blood levels, and your health. The stats affect each other. If you have low blood level, you need to drink to get it up again. If you're out of food, starving, your health will go down and you're slowly dying. If you're cold, like I am right there, you see my health is going down because I'm freezing to death. It all affects each other. You have to try to take care of yourself. If you find another player, you can decide to team up, and then you take care of each other. You try to find loot, clothes, food, guns, handy things like backpacks and knives to survive together. You will learn over time how to use all the stuff you found. Don't get stressed over that you do not know things in the beginning. That's the fun part, to discover new things, new ways. Every life you will get better at surviving. Try to not Google everything. Some maybe you have to. But the most fun way to learn the game is to play it and to learn from a friend in the game. The zombies are not a threat if you know how to handle them. You see, I'm just walking past them, they do nothing to me. But if you do not know how to handle them, they are a real threat. If they do not kill you, they can ruin your clothes. And if you're cold, you will die. So be very careful, and you will learn by playing how to handle them. I am crouching because zombies, they don't have They don't... their sight is not very well, but they can hear you. They can hear you very well. But if they can't hear you, they won't notice you. So try to be a little bit sneaky, and you can loot and do your thing without them being afraid. Some zombies have loot on them. If you kill them, they have loot. But I mostly try to avoid fighting them, to not get my clothes ruined, and if I'm, like here, preparing a fire, I like the zombies to be outside my house, because they will warn me of other players coming nearby. If another player is coming, I will hear the zombies aggro, and I can be ready. Every server has their own settings. Like this one is very cold. I have already lost some health because of it. On this server you need to be survival mode from the start. You do not have time to do whatever you want. The only thing you need to focus on is to survive. And that's why I'm making a fire here. I need to get my stats in order. First one is the cold. Second will be food. When I have my stats in order, I can then plan to where I want to go and what I want to do. If you want to have a long life, you need to prioritize like this. If you ignore the survival part, that could mean that you will die very easily. You see, I talk a lot about survival, dying, and try to be alive. Why is that important? If you just get a new life, you can just get a new life. Why would I be so careful about surviving? That's because when you play DayZ and you have survived for 4 hours, 5 hours, then you start to feel like you do not want to lose it all. Like your life is getting precious to you. Not because of the loot, because it's just things, but just you put a lot of time in this. You prepared, you planned, you were strategic, you found things you needed. It was going well for several hours. And to get all of that taken away from you because you got a cut and a blood disease and now you're dying of blood disease, like, you feel it. You really feel it. And that's the exciting part with this game. It affects you so much. It's slow pace. But you see me here by a fire, not doing much. But I'm not 100% relaxed. I try to relax a bit. But in this moment, any second, there could be footsteps outside my house. A player that see the smoke in the chimney. And I don't know who that is, and I don't know what he's going for. Is he trying to ask for help? Or is he trying to kill me and take my stuff? I don't know. And that's so exciting. You never know. I could be alone during this play session for many hours, don't see another player anywhere. Or there could be players everywhere. I could pass them. We could pass each other without even noticing each other, like you don't know. So, we got a cold. And that means that our first priority is to find medication. You do not do anything until you found medication. Medication you can find at hospitals, and hospitals you can find at cities. If you do not find medication, the best thing you could do is to take care of yourself. Food, water, get warm, and just keeping that up. Here I'm having some trouble because I found pretty good clothes, but I'm still cold, and that is a problem. I will not get well until I get medication. Here I found a shotgun. It's perfect if I get attacked in the city for close combat. And I'm starting to trying to plan what I'm gonna do if I meet another player. I got two choices. I can talk and ask them for medications, or I can shoot them and take. Hopefully they have some medication on them. But I will almost have to decide before I meet them what my decision will be. If I hesitate, it could be over and they have the upper hand. They kill me. I'm starting to thinking if I'm good or bad. If I want to team up, if I want to be friendly, or if I just want to get meds and get going. That is a decision that you take every time you play, and that is the open world play style. You decide who you want to be and how you want to play, and you can change it up every time you play. It's a whole new adventure every time you play. I do not want to aggro the zombies, because if one zombie gets aggroed and screams, they can aggro all the other zombies. And if you got 2 or 3 on you, it could be over. This one got a hood on, and I won't like that. So I'm gonna try to do a stealth kill. That is a silent kill. Not the other zombies do not react on it. And I could get my hood. Try to eat up and drink everything you found. Don't carry it on you. There is a lot of room in the stats to fill up in the beginning. You could eat and drink all the way until there is no upgoing arrows on the stats. That means you're full. Try to eat and drink everything until you're full, and that will help your immune system. You will not get sick so easy if your stats are full. I never found any medication in the hospital, and the other hospitals are very far away. But I have eaten and I have been drinking, and the sickness went away. Sometimes you're lucky like that. It's a little random if you get healthy or not. But I'm cold and I could easily get sick again. So here I'm prioritizing to get a little warm before I head out of the city and going north. I found some stuff in the city. In the beginning, I always try to grab everything I see, almost. You don't know which guns you're gonna find, so you grab every mag, every ammo. You grab every knife. Knives gets ruined over time. And when you're trying to survive in the beginning, a knife is very important to have. So I grab a couple of them. I make rags out of clothes. I cut them up with a knife. But you need to put alcohol on them to sanitize. Disinfected, it says. If you use a rag that is not disinfected on a wound, you could get blood disease, and you would not like to get that. That could kill you. When you're by the fire, try to sort out your loot. Get everything in order. I very much enjoy to sort it out and put it as I want it. I do not like a messy inventory. In the beginning it looks a little bit like this because you just grab everything you find. But I very much enjoy sitting by a fire and sort it out a bit, taking my time. And here, as well as by the other fire, there could be footsteps at any seconds outside. So have your guns loaded, be ready to what to do if you get attacked, and keep your head out of windows. Here I'm putting the pot on the fire. It's empty, but I'm gonna use it to warm up. I do what I can now to stay warm. You see it goes from blue to white, so now we're safe. It's very good. White temperature. This is a heli crash. Sometimes you find very good loot around the heli, but there are also a lot of zombies. My way of looting a helicrash is to try and get in, get out, not be seen. I do not have any gun for zombies yet. No silencer. Nothing like that. I have some ammo for the revolver. But if I would shoot all these zombies, my ammo would be out and it would not be worth it. It would make a lot of noise. I would prefer to just sneak in, have a look and sneak out. This you learn over time, how close you can be to the zombies without them hearing you. I'm very, very careful here. If one zombie notices me, I will get attacked by them all and probably die. This is very fun when you find something at a helicrash and you need to sort up your inventory. Like, I don't have time for this really. This is making me very stressed. I really want it to fit because I don't want to carry it in my hands. I can't use my guns if I do that, so I really wanted it to fit in the inventory. Looks like that's it. Nothing much. But the dynamite was very interesting. I've never seen that before. And then we move out. So, we got our stats up. We got guns. We got a backpack. I got some clothes that I like. And this is the time where you decide what to do. When you're surviving, you can do whatever you want. If you have a map, you can have a look at it, decide where to go. If you have a compass, you can decide which way to go. But other than that, just explore. The best part about DayZ is when you have a new map to explore. Or, if you're on a map that you love, you have your favorite places where you want to go. This day, I wanted to go to Westbrook. I really like Old Town and Westbrook up in north. They look so cool. They are very well made, very apocalyptic style, and I like it over there. So that's my little goal for the day, to get to Westbrook. I have a compass, I have the road, and we're heading north. found another heli crash. I'm doing the same as before. I'm trying to sneak in. But this time, I was not so lucky. This is where you run. If there's 3 zombies, you will probably not gonna make it. You just run. You see my stats down in the left corner, my stamina. When the stamina is out, the zombies will go to you. And you need to stop and try to block. Then you run again. Until the stamina is out, you stop and block. Aim for a house. I made it. But it was very, very close. If I hadn't run, if I had been up there in the field, they would hit me in combinations that made I would die. And we've come this far. I don't want to die here. I want to continue, so I'm gonna do my best to survive. Yeah. On this server, the zombies puke. I don't know why, but they do. So, we're safe in this little corner, and you see my blood is yellow. I lost a lot of blood. So, now we need to fill up our liquids. Stomach symbol shows me that I'm full for the moment. I'm not full, but I can't drink now because I'm going to puke like he does. So be careful with the stomach symbol and take breaks, and then you can drink again. There we go. That's how you can deal with it. I was so happy with that I decided to try out the dynamite. Found a cassette player with a cassette. I made it to Westbrook, and there's a storm coming in. This is perfect. Like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a fire I'm gonna get all cozy and I'm gonna play the cassette player and see what it is, because I have no clue what's on that cassette. It's very exciting. I really want to make a fire and found a house before it gets dark, before the storm comes. But I just want to check out some places here, like this. Very cool survival camp. Westbrook is so cool. This is what I enjoy playing DayZ, just exploring places. I love the maps where they have put a little time in the storytelling. I found a battery. Let's go. Let's go. I could start it right now and just listen, but no, I want to make a fire in the house and I want to play it there. This is really exciting because I don't know if players are in the city. Like, if they kill me now and I can't play that cassette player, I'm gonna be mad, okay? So this is a little mini quest for me to play the cassette player. Now we just wanna found a house with a fire stove thingy. A good house. You will learn over time which houses have fires in them or not. There's zombies on the other side of the road. But the rain actually make them notice you less. They can't hear you very well when it's raining. My inventory is full, so I'm gonna try and eat this can right away. I'm white on food, you see, but I wanna be full. Always eat and drink until you're full. Like the arrows don't go up anymore. A house. this brick house here got a fire, but I don't like to be on the first floor. I would very much like to find those apartments where you can go up one level. But it seems like this will have to do. If your clothes are wet, you're easily cold. Try to bring them out. Now it's time for the cassette player reveal. I have no clue what's on this cassette. Yeah, that's DayZ, guys. You spend 2 hours traveling to a city in the north. You make a fire and play a cassette player. And that's the goal of the day. Like, I'm happy with my session here. Very happy. I'm having so much fun, you see. Okay, yeah. But sometimes things happen and sometimes nothing happens. Like, that's the game. And that's the excitement of it. You never know what's gonna happen when you start the game. I love it. I never knew I would be here in Westbrook in the rain playing a cassette player, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, calm down. Shit. Let's move on. We're still sick. I suspect we got a blood disease from the zombies at the heli crash. For that we need... I have disinfected my wounds, but we need tetracycline, I think it says. So I'm here at the hospital trying to find some... I found a microscope. Like, that's very interesting. Don't know how it works though. But I would like to keep it anyway, because, yeah, we'll see later on if we... Nej, är det här? Do you know what that is? If you hear that, that means run. Run for your life. Oh shit! That was gas. If I had stayed in that hospital, I would have died. So that's it. Thank you for joining me, and that's what I do when I play DayZ. There's 1,000 ways to play DayZ, so there's nothing wrong or right, but that's what I do, exploring. Here I'm taking some nice screenshots. That's what I do as well. I love the new sky. If you haven't tried to play the game, I really truly recommend it. If you play it, there's 1,000 ways to play it. Try out different new stuff to keep it going. Remember, enjoy the game how you like it. This is your story.